Good morning everyone. I'm speaking to you on the morning of Tuesday the 26th of January and want to welcome you to the second of our virtual assemblies. This one is specifically for young people who are in S4 to S6. Just to keep you up to date with some of the things that are going on in school at the moment while you're not able to be here. The first thing that I want to speak to you about today is just to say a few words about your engagement with remote learning that's in place for you just now. Very happy to say that we're getting a very high level of engagement from young people in S4 to S6. It's very important for you to remember that you're in the senior phase just now, and the work that's being provided for you by your teachers is covering the course content for the SQA courses that you're sitting this session. We're getting really good engagement with the live lessons that are in place for you and with the other things that teachers are making available through the school day. I just want to remind you that it would be additionally helpful for you that if when a task is set or issued to you, if you make sure that you submit a response to that, because that's how a teacher can check that you are understanding the work that's been provided for you and can give you any feedback that would help you further your learning. So if you could see to that over the next few days, that would be really helpful. Some of your teachers have also asked me to remind you that some of the sessions through the school day that are offered, particularly check-in sessions, are there for you if you're struggling with what's being provided. So if you're finding some of the things difficult, to remember that your teachers are there for you to ask questions and get responses to those questions that should help you if you're experiencing any difficulties. I just want to say another wee bit about the structure of your day. The instructions or the advice that we gave you at the start of this period of remote learning was to, as far as possible, follow your school timetable. And the reason for that, you'll remember, is to give your day a bit of structure first of all, but also to make sure that each of your subjects are getting your attention across the school week. We're becoming aware that some of you are working really late into the evening and sometimes early into the morning, and we just need you to make sure that that's not having an effect on the structure of your day or your health, and that you're taking the time to rest and you can get a good sleep pattern in place. So if you could see to that as well, that would be really helpful. I just want to say just now, we don't have any further information from SQA to share with you about how things may need to be amended when you come back to school. I would say this, however, remember that when you do come back to school, what we'll be looking at is a short period where you'd have the opportunity to do any revision or consolidation of the work that's been covered through a remote learning provision, and then at that stage would be able to get back into the process of providing assessment opportunities for you to gather the evidence that will help your teachers make judgments about final grades. That's why it's so important that you are engaging with the work that's in place for you over the remote learning period, so that that coverage of course content is happening for you. I'll remind you as well just now that if you're having any problems with engaging with the remote learning that's in place, that there's a list of contacts available to you and your parents underneath the COVID update heading on the front page of the school website. So perhaps if you're having problems with your ICT or any other issues that are preventing you from getting involved with your online learning, then please do make contact with the school so that we can support you. Second of all, and lastly today, I just want to say to you that we're going to have other virtual assemblies being recorded and uploaded for you to look at over the next wee while. One that will be with you shortly is one from our campus cop, PC Kevin McTaggart, who just wants to give you some reminders about your responsibilities in relation to social media usage, and also how to keep yourself safe in social media, because we're aware that because of the current restrictions in place just now, it's likely that most of your socialising will be taking place on online social media platforms. So that should be with you in the next few days, and I hope that you find those useful. The last thing for me to say to you right now is just a reminder for you to stay safe, to follow the guidance that's in place, and we're really looking forward to inviting you back to school and welcoming you back to school when it's safely possible to do that. Thanks very much.